This might be not a boring session. This might be an interesting session which you don't hear at all at any place. Only the thing I will guide you. So based on the rest of the things is with you only. Okay. Okay. First of all, let's see whether it's recording started. Yes. First of all, myself, Sagar Reddy Guvala. I was having experience, total 6+ years of experience till now from the companies like, so I just worked with previously Siemens in Desigo CC team, and after that Dell team, currently working with Dell client. And before that also I worked to Dell also from Turing.com as a freelance software engineer from Dell US. After that, again I switched to Dell from India. So currently I was working for the Dell client from India from Bangalore location as a remote, which will be like permanent work from home. Parallelly, I was just started ByteSplash Training and Placement Center along with the team. That is what me, and I am the founder and I will be the master trainer in ByteSplash. So that is what me. So we'll just start now. Yes. So you see, in olden days, like in 2009-10, it will be like there is a slightly increase in the Android market. That will be wearable devices, which are replaced with iPods. Previously, my generation or something. At the time, we are using iPods for listening songs. After that, we got Android mobiles with different applications, right? From there it started. From there it started till 2015-16. That is the mark where the internet is revolutionized like anything. How it revolutionized? You know, you already know. So what is happening from 2015-16? Because of geo emergence, internet got cheaper like anything. So you know, initially we got 6 months of free network because of Jio. Because of that, again, many of the people are buying Android phones which is of 4G. Then the market got drastically increased like anything in that particular decade. With that, many companies are selling electronic devices, and even internet subscribers are vanished apart from Jio. Everything is merged VI and BSNL, Airtel. Those are only standard. Because actually Jio, what they created a revolution in the internet because they laid a own line. So basically, internet is free. I will tell you this reason why they given this much cheaper internet. That changed the whole India basically. You know that. So if you open submarine cable map here, that is nothing but internet line in the sea. See where is India? Here we are, right? Here we are. See now, there are two communication lines from Mumbai. One is Tata Communication and another one is Jio Communication. Since Jio laid their own line, they can able to provide the internet with less price. But still Jio, Reliance having many verticals of business, they are making less profit in internet so that they can develop the country more. So that also make it, you know, more profitability in other business. You see, after Jio, we have Jio Cinema, Jio Savan, everything got introduced. That is nothing but a range of market. Now Jio Pay might also come. That might suppress Paytm and Phone Pay. Who knows, right? They will come with other business tactics, right? Because of that, normally internet is free. In order to maintain the cables in the sea, and also in order to maintain the towers on the surface of the earth, because inside the sea we cannot construct towers because that will be kilometers of depth. Because of that, we constructed towers on sea on surface of the earth, and we constructed, you know, wiring network throughout the sea. That will be like large cables that will transform signals in the form of zeros and ones. You already know how computer binary works if someone is from CSE or EC, but that might be another concept. Because of that, internet is revolutionized like anything. From there, it started the journey for Make in India and even Digital India. Make in India by BJP government when it comes into force, where semiconductor devices and everything industry has increased like anything. After that, software industry got increased like anything. How? Because of internet revolution only. Because of internet revolution. Why and why? I will tell you what happened there. Since internet is revolutionized like anything, now the mobile users, software users are increased like anything. We are using different applications from time pass to food ordering, even doctor appointment to astrology. We are using now because of that emergence. Everyone is having mobile phone, which is a wearable device they can carry from one place to another place, which will work on radio frequency signals. You already know that. This mobile towers, everything will work on radio frequency signals. With that, we can communicate. That is what communication establishment, right? So now everyone is using mobile phones. Everyone using internet. Because of that, software market is grown like anything. If you are using that means, definitely that should be developed by some company. From there only YouTube content creators, YouTube users, everyone got increased like anything. Before Jio, just imagine whether we are able to watch the whole, the whole day the YouTube. No, definitely not. From Jio only we are getting 1.5 GB every day, right? For the 3 months we are recharging. So with that we are using like anything. Even online education, everything got digitalized like anything when Jio came, because internet is cheaper than anything. Because of that only we are fully depend on internet now. Because of that we are getting our works done easily, right? From online education to astrology till even food ordering online, meat ordering online, even taking online appointment for the doctors, right? They are providing online appointments. This all will be developed by software engineers, because many startups came up after that. Even after 2000, from 2011 onwards, Paytm, PhonePe, those are started. But whenever Jio came into picture, it got increased like anything. Now the UPI market of Indian UPI system is growing into the world actually. France also using now, because Indian UPI is that much secure. If someone is sending money to some other person, actually, if that is not, mostly see 100% of the times it will go money, otherwise it will be in process, otherwise it will come back after at least 1 or 2 days to our same account. But it is not like if you are sending money to Rakesh, it will not go to Rajesh. It is not that mistakes are not happen, right? So because of technology, because of Digital India, with that, companies are growing like anything. Companies need more software engineers. If some website is there, that website should be developed with these technologies, like we will call as web development, or we will call as front end development or UI development. And still these technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, with this we can develop the websites. And these are there in our college level. Remember this, which subjects are there in our college curriculum, we'll discuss that later. And these are the frameworks and libraries developed by Google and Facebook, where using that we can able to build optimized web applications as of now with the current generation. See, in the olden days, if you open any website, for every click it might reload. But now if you see open snoozed, it might change the content only and also URL. It might change the inbox URL and content, but not, it will not reload the whole page, right? That is what the revolution in the technology also, with the help of Angular or React. That is why we are using now. And again, you are logging in Facebook or you are logging in Instagram with your email ID and password. To where it will connect? It will connect with some server. We already know it will connect with server, but still it will connect with server. That server is made up of some technologies that we will call as backend. That server technologies we know: Python, Java, C#, .NET, C++, Golang, etc. Now, if you open any Android application, that might be developed using these technologies. If you know Angular, you can able to develop Android application using Ionic, because both are same. If you know React, you can able to develop Android application with React Native. That will be identical. It will be directly proportional. You can migrate that. But still, you have only these technologies in college curriculum. Please remember it. We'll talk it later. Again, you can take any Android application or iOS application or even desktop application or web application. It is having some login page or it is having something to load it or to post something. Take Instagram. You are posting some post means based on your login ID. Once you logged in, you can able to post. Without login, you cannot post. That will be attached to your email ID and username. Whenever you log in, you will get all your posts. So this login operation, whenever you click login button or whenever you enter email ID and password, that might happen. It will communicate with server. That server is nothing but backend, which we will call as backend developer if we learn that. But still, those backend will be developed using these technologies like Python, Java, .NET, C++, Golang, etc. So whatever you see, web application or Android application or Windows application that we will see with these technologies are the base, and these are there in our college also. And whenever you are trying to log in and you are trying to open your profile picture even, that should be stored somewhere because of server technology. So this always communicate with server. These server technologies are nothing but Java, Python, .NET, C++, etc. Finally, if you are logging in means your data should be stored somewhere, right? Otherwise, how it will handle? How it will identify whether you are the Praveen or you are the Ganesh, right? Or you are the Kirti. How it will identify? Because it might be stored somewhere in your file system. If you are opening some file means .pdf file, if you are saving that or you have some notepad, right? So if you are saving that means it is stored somewhere so that you can open it at some other time. Means it is stored in the permanent storage, which we'll call as hard disk. We have different types of hard disk anyway that will be stored in the hard disk. The same way from server, we need to store it programmatically. So that is what we will call as SQL, structured query language. From server side language, will communicate with some storage device, which we'll call as database, that it will communicate. You got it? Finally, if someone learns how to design the websites and how to communicate with server using some language, that will be Python, Java, C++, or C Sharp, and how to store the data at some point at somewhere, and if you release this particular application into online, you will become full stack developers. Basically, I was full stack developer. I was developed all this. Like we have LMS website, which is learning management system for our students. Again, we have registration portal, which is registration portal for the employees. And again, we have ByteSplash home website, which is the home website. And again, we have Android applications for our staff. Everything I develop using these technologies. I will tell you. For example, I develop using Angular and Ionic for Android. So the same way I need to teach you, since you are out of college, whatever the syllabus you have in college, they will ask these things, Java or Python or C++, whatever you have in college, even SQL also for CSE people. But apart from this, they will expect you more to do. Even though you know these technologies, but they want you to develop the things because you are already out of college. Since you are already out of college, they want to test you more whether apart from basics, if you know something to develop something. So that is what we teach here, right? Apart from this, they will test you communication skills. It's not only about fluent English. The way you speak, the other people can understand easily. You know, the way you speak that other people can understand. That will be language barrier. So it will be like English because it is common for Western and even for Indian people because they introduced it at the time of whenever we are getting freedom, right? They introduced as a common language. So they will test you on communication skills. Apart from that, they will test you aptitude and reasoning. Why I will tell you. Aptitude means, sure. Aptitude means basically they will test you how calculated you are. You got it? They will test you how calculated you are. For example, take this. Google Maps. Take Google Maps. So now I am directing maps from ByteSplash to I need to get directions. So I want to navigate from my home to White Splash. So it's Nellore. So basically now just check here. It is nothing but distance between 2 points, right? And it is the how many ways you can go to Nellore. Here we can go in 3 ways. That is nothing but permutations and combinations, right? And along with that, we have time and speed. So at what time we can reach this 384 kilometers? It might be 7 hours 37 minutes based on the current traffic and the current rainfall, right? Time, speed and distance. So again, if you are sitting in a room, means it will be having some dimensions. It is 3 dimension, means x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. That is also calculation. If you want to calculate this also, I need to calculate the same. So everything will be calculated in this world. That's why you should be calculated in your mind. That should be in calculation. So they will test you whether you can able to calculate the things which are in real time or not. That is also they will test. That is why aptitude and reasoning is important. But still, the whole day or the whole 365 days will not work on aptitude and reasoning. But still, you want to understand the problem which they are given, so that they are confident that you can able to solve the real-time problem whenever the problem comes. And reasoning is nothing but logical and IQ. We don't need to write or read reasoning especially, but the thing is, they will give you some scenario. Based on that, what will come next, you want to tell them, right? Based on the current figure, the next figure what it will come, or the based on the current series, what is the next, it might be. You need to think logically. For that, again, they will test you communication, aptitude and reasoning. That is why as a fresher, at least you need to learn something, how to communicate and calculation and IQ, so that they will test you how much IQ you are, whether if something I will say, whether you can able to understand it easily or not. So that is why they will also test you this. And here also in our training center, we also teach the same. We'll also providing communication, aptitude and reasoning from basics to, till how, what the topics that is going to cover in the written test of the every company. Till that point we'll be covering. And even stage speaking, group discussions also we have daily. Finally, if you are at college level, you might be covering up these topics as a CSE. And even though if you are other branches, you might have C, Python or Java or data structures where it will how the programming language structure with the different types. So that will structure the data. So if we are using Ludo, you are playing Ludo, right? With 4 people. Means that is a structure of data which is circular linked list. And there is a train that will be linked list, which is attached one after another. So these are nothing but programming data structures. So these are the topics in our college. Whenever we are going out of the college, means whenever you go out, before that, they will ask only on this and along with communication, aptitude and reasoning. But whenever you are out of college, they will focus on the things like using this, whether you develop something or not. That using this, how to develop and how to do all this, we will be training here. Based on that, whenever you go to placement after 3 or 4 months of course, so that will be become easy for you in order to compete with the other students who are, who are training on their own or from other institute. That's how we will be training here. Finally, so whatever the classes that I will be taking or the staff will be taking, that have the recordings, and whatever the course you taken, you have the LMS and even interview questions you have in some module. So that will be provided as a dashboard with login, and you have that materials and recordings, everything. So with that LMS, if you are missing some class, you might able to recap that. Again, you can recap and see many times the whole concept, right? So let's see something which we did today. So I open some web6 and CSS. So today I'll just open this website, this one. See, we did something here today. Is the today's class. So we just developed something, means animation in the HTML and CSS. Means the classes will be live coding. Whatever I did today, that is what today only I did. The same way, the live classes will be provided daily. Based on that, you will get more knowledge. For example, one class I conducted today. Tomorrow, it is the chance for you. So you need to do it on your own in the class so that other people also can understand. Also, you should, you should explain to other people on the stage. That's how the interactive sessions will be. So that whenever, whatever the topic that is completed today, whatever that is completed today, tomorrow I might randomly ask the people so that they will write on the board. Means they might execute on live. So it will be projected on the projector. Everybody can watch and the video will be recorded how I am recording now. That will be provided in the LMS. That will call as learning management system for our Bytesplash, right? The same will be provided for every student from day one. And even they need to punch attendance by scanning QR code and that will be registered. I will just show you. That will be registered in the LMS here, conducted, attended, absent. That will be registered automatically. So whenever you come to institution, you need to scan the QR code and you need to punch the attendance. If you are punching away from the institution, we might be detecting that, right? So that is how our security and everything will be there. And even there are projectors everywhere. Even aptitude and reasoning classes are recorded and will be provided. I will be taking Monday to Friday classes parallelly, and Saturday will be conducting examinations. So based on that, I will evaluate each and every person. And if someone is not preparing well, I will be picking up, right? So now finally, we are tied up with 30 plus companies, some 4 to 5 MNCs and 20 plus startups as of now. So that is where we're getting the placements. So from the last, we just started 2 months back. In these 2 months, even we didn't completed one batch even, but still few of them are already getting jobs and few of them are attending the interviews for Accenture and TCS. They cleared TCS Code Vita Digital, and some of the people are attending Accenture examination and some of them qualified. So this is how our students will be. So it might be like hard work space of after 3 to 4 months of real practical knowledge. So we have few of the people are examples for us. So who are already doing jobs, right? From UST, like MNCs also and startups also. Only the thing is, someone will get the job in startup with the 3 LPA, or someone will get MNC jobs at 4 LPA or 5 LPA. The thing is, even though if you join with the 2.5 or 3 LPA, within 2 years of job, after 2 years, if you are switching the job, you might get from 3 LPA to 13 LPA, because in earlier stage, I also did the same. So I was working in an MNC, but it's 2.5 only. It's my starting package. From there, within 2 years, I just learned something which is .NET full stack. Currently, I was working on .NET full stack only anyway. Currently, we have openings on .NET full stack, Python full stack, Java full stack. Any one of these you can take. So I will tell you that specialization also. So within 2 years, you can reach from 3 lakhs to 13 LPA. So that is how you can able to plan. Anyway, once you get job, everything you can understand. So you can also take guidance like me, from me also, so that you can reach that particular destination. But still, if you get any job as a fresher, don't leave that. That might be anything. That might be any package. But don't leave that, because I also came from that particular stage only. So that's why I'm telling. Finally, we have openings on full stack as of now, because everything is developing now using Android apps, web apps, everything. So full stack developers will have more demand. Now, if you want to confuse whether you want to take .NET, Java or Python full stack, if you take full stack, what I say, if you get front end openings, you will go to front end openings. If you go to back end openings on anything, you can go to back end openings. Again, if you get full stack openings, that also you can join. Means that also you can, So many of the companies now looking for full stack developers, because So that might be cost cutting for them, right? So that is how it will be there. Now, artificial intelligence intense application will use Python. Banking, payment gateways and all use Java. Even Paytm also using Java. And again, .NET is not platform independent in the last decade. That's why Java is hero. Now .NET became platform independent from the last 6-7 years. That is why .NET is also booming now. So you can take Java, Python, .NET, Python, or Java full stack, .NET full stack, or Python full stack. Anything you can take, but common will be UI. UI will be teaching first, then we'll going to backend. Finally, in between, we have communication aptitude and skills. If someone is not interested, they will take testing, but there is less openings on testing. It might deprecate manual in the upcoming days because that is replaced by AI, but not developer jobs, the manual jobs. In that, manual testing also is one of the things. Now, we have some technologies like SAP, SAS, robotic process automation, Power Apps, Power BI, Cloud, AI and ML, data analytics, Salesforce, SharePoint, MuleSoft, Power Automation. These are the technologies we might be listening, daily or frequently, cloud, AWS, GCP, etc. We might be listening from our brothers, sisters, fathers, everyone. Everyone is saying any one of these technologies, you might listen at least once after BTech. But the thing is, directly you will not get fresher opportunities on these technologies. They will test you communication aptitude and reasoning. At least you are good at some of the programming language. Since you're out of college, if you are doing some application using these technologies or not. Apart from this, they will not test anything. Even fresher, these are the technologies which have more responsibility and more knowledge in the IT domain. As a fresher, you definitely don't have those particular things as a fresher, and even they cannot release opening on this. Once you get job, they will train you which technology you are into. That we will call as corporate training. The same way we will be training here also, corporate training, because I was the corporate trainer for some of the startup companies also. Still I am growing, right? Based on my experience. The way I will teach, that will make it as corporate, corporate training. After that, since these are not applicable for the freshers, you will not get more openings. But only thing apart from this is you will get openings on DevOps also for freshers. But still, if you're going for DevOps, you need to learn Python or Java basics. So in interview, they will ask Java or Python coding, so that if you do that better, then they will take for DevOps. It's not like fresher need to know all the DevOps concepts. No, you need to know basics only. Here also we have DevOps, but the thing, DevOps specialization, you can take Python or Java. So if you learn that languages, at least you can code something, because DevOps will have more configurations. DevOps means what? Whatever you develop, UI, Android application or backend application or full stack application, that might you need to do operations like releasing into the market and maintaining the applications. Most of the times you see UPI apps, banking applications go under maintenance. Under maintenance, what they will test? Whether everything is working fine or not, whether any hardware or software is failure or not. If something is failure, we might face a problem, right? Take an example. In recent days, Zerodha has failed. In intraday trading, even I will also do intraday. So in intraday, most of the people can't able to exit the positions. Whatever they buy, Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty, our Indian stocks, top 50, which is Nifty 50, all the top banks which is Bank Nifty. So now we cannot able to exit the position, but it became zero because that is expiry day. Now everyone got lost. Then immediately everyone uninstalled Zerodha and went to Upstocks or some other brokers, right? That will be a huge loss for Zerodha, right? If you don't do maintenance, so that is with the help of DevOps and everything, they will do all these operations, maintenance for the softwares. If you're not providing good maintenance for the softwares, that will become hardware failure or software failure. With that, company might get more loss. So people will not trust from the next day. That is the loss for the company. So with the DevOps, we'll do this. Whatever you do code, right, that will be development. We'll get front-end developer or back-end developer or full-stack developer if you learn all this. And finally, you will learn here how to release the application into online using www.domain.com or .in. We are using here .in domain, right? Because we are in India. If you are in Australia, you can use AU. If you are in New Zealand, you can use NZ. If you are in UK, you can use .UK. That might be anything. If you are using commercial .com, .com, we need to buy that. The same way I will teach and how to release the applications into online, or how to release the Android application or iOS application into Play Store or App Store. So that is how I will teach here. So this is what corporate training. So the same way I will teach. Any course might be 4 to 4.5 months. It might be completed. Our syllabus will be very fast because we will be doing corporate training. And the same time, I will be asking the students to write on the board, so that if someone is not preparing well, definitely they will prepare well with fear at least. And for class, I will be taking only 30 to 40 people, mostly 30 people, so that I can focus on every student. You got it? So this is how we will be. Now, we don't have much openings on outside. Why? Because they're providing openings only the recognized institutions who are already tied up, because we have less openings. So that is why if there is any trained people in our institution, they will be getting priority and getting more interviews, so that they will be placed easily, right? So, and also the same way, the way you learn and the way you prepare practically, that will make you difference with the other people and also with the other institutions. So that is how I will be teaching. And also when I'm going to corporate training for other companies, there also if I get openings, right? That openings also I will be listening and sharing with our students, so that that might be taken care. And even if someone is writing written test, right? In written test, if it is online or offline, some of the times they will also get help, because first we need to clear the written test, then only we'll go to technical, right? So that helping also will be from our staff and other students. So where we can create the placement groups, where we can sharing all the placements to the students, and even the written test help and all, so that they can clear the written test. If they clear the written test, I will be taking separate classes for them, so that they can prepare for the interviews at least. And even group discussions I will be taking care, so everyone can speak better, right? So that is how our classes will also be there. So since if some of the people are looking for some trusted institutions, I can suggest, you can just watch and, come here and check once and go once, so that you can get better understanding how everything is going on. So if someone is interested to join or something, so they can just come here and check and know. So what is what? So they can get the trust. What I am saying is different. What you are looking is different. So based on your perspective, if you come and just check here and what is happening, so that you can understand it better, right? So, and also finally, my classes will be like corporate training, how the companies will teach, because I am also the corporate trainer. The way I speak and the way I tell you, that it will be easily for everyone, that you can easily understand, even though you are irrespective of the batch, irrespective of the stream, irrespective of the branch in the BTech or graduation or degree, whatever it may be, everyone can understand easily. The only thing is you should be willing to learn. You will get more from me than any other, even any other institutions or any other online course. You will get more. Since you will be in front of me, you can able to freely talk to me every day. Whenever you have doubts in the same class, the same way we'll be taking forward. So finally, we have all these courses. So if someone is taking full stack, that is okay, because that is having more openings, right? Finally, if someone is not interested at all coding, but still they want to learn some, at least some basics of the coding, so that they can go to DevOps, right? But I will suggest this: if you have 3 openings, you have front end opening, back end opening, and even full stack opening, right? So if you learn to do this like this, at least you will become pro. See, I am rotating 360 degrees the ByteSplash logo infinitely, right? So this is because of you learn how to do web development and all in the live. So my students also tomorrow will do the same. The same way we'll release that application to online by every student at the end of the course, and I will update the resume and video resume for everyone, so that they will get shortlisted for the interviews very quickly. So that is how our classes will be. You got it, everyone? So that is what I want to give a demo, small short demo, so that you will get clarity which technology and which is used for, and which technologies you should not learn as a fresher, which technologies you should focus on a fresher, and which technologies you should have openings, which technologies you can prefer. You got it? So that is how I want to finish up the demo. I don't want to take granted for your time. I just want to give the valuable points so that you can take the wise decision. You got it? Everyone? Any doubts, guys? So I just want to end up the demo session. It is recorded. I will share the recording link to you all so that your respected faculties will share you the same link to you. If someone is missing and if someone is interested to listen again, right? You can able to watch again. Got it? Guys, now it's time to speak. So if you have any queries, I can solve it. I can clarify all the queries, okay? And great to see you all here. So actually, I am the student of Mutyalai sir, who is working in NB Care as of now. So since I was conducting, all this, so we just, taken some, guidance also, so that students will also get helpful. So that is what trust. So that is why he asked me to conduct, so that NBCAR students also get benefit out of it, right? You can also get our contact numbers and everything from sir or something, so you can get it, not an issue. Finally, if someone is having some queries, I am here to clarify you. So you can ask, anyone can ask me doubts and so get clarified. We'll have 5 minutes. So after that we'll end the session. Before that, so I hope you got something out of it practically, which is not possible for you within 30 minutes. Basically, if someone is telling you within 30 minutes, nobody can tell this much of knowledge, so that you will get more things. Where you are using communication, where you are using aptitude reasoning, how the technologies are going, which technology should learn, which technology should not learn, how the teaching will be after BTech, how you need to compete with the interviews, everything. I just got covered. Even how the teaching will be. Any other institute will not have the same LMS. This will be very costlier. But since I am the developer, I can develop on my own with less cost. And the same I will be providing to the students also. Android apps, web applications, everything. I only developed single-handedly, if you did believe it or not, within 2 months. So that is what us, that is what that much practical us we are doing here. So that is what your belief, if you can see and go through the websites. Even you can go through my name. You can just put my name on the Google, so that you can get everything about me. Okay. So apart from this, if someone, I hope this knowledge is clear for you. If you have any queries, you can ask me, guys. Even in Telugu, English, whatever, you can speak up. If you have queries, not an issue. Edaina okay. If someone is not having any questions, if they are very clear, you can drop off. If someone is having queries, you can stay and ask me, not an issue. Anything, guys? So I will just read up the names. Just tell me whether you are clear or not. So I think almost you joined with roll numbers. Maunesh, Gayatri, Shravya, Bhuvan, Cherry, Devana, Dheeraj, Meghana, Pranita, Rishita, Sailaja, Samina, Lakshmi, Deepak. Everyone, are you clear, guys? If anyone speak up, okay, I can say like, okay, you understand. So that I am confident that you understand. And also my teachings will be in Telugu and English also, based on the situation. but it will be very simple English almost, so that everyone can understand. Yes. So basically one person is asking, that is 5J1. 5J1 is asking, sir, can I get good career opportunity in backend? Yes, you can get good opportunity. Why? Because so nowadays everything is increasing like anything. Now in the next 5 to 10 years, again India will develop like anything, because you already know the last 8 years development, how India is developed like anything. Now companies also growing. Even many of the startups are growing because of some of the projects. Since we get projects, right, we can get backend development also good, because in the next generation mostly we have backend also. Why? Because even Python, Java, banking sector, everything will be revolutionized like anything. If you learn backend also, you might have good opportunities. But as a fresher, if you learn full stack, you might get 100% opportunities. Like among the 10 jobs, you will be applied 10 only. If you learn backend or front end separately, you might get 70% of the openings who are there. But still, as a fresher, you can learn full stack. Finally, if you get into backend development, that is also fine. You can slow and steadily convert as full-time backend engineer. For backend also, we have, more growth. That is for sure. Because I'm also full stack developer working on backend most of the times, and front end also. Whatever you see, that is app in the mobile phone or in the website, that we will call as backend. Sorry, that is we will call as front end. And whatever you communicate by clicking some buttons here and there, even though I am mute, I just muted and I just unmuted. I'm just sharing the screen, stopping the screen. So this programmatically, this happened with the help of backend only, server only. Even open some registration portal. I will just download some material. So this is also with the help of backend only. When I'm clicking some link, it should open something. When I am opening some poster, it is counting the likes, and it is getting the messages that is populated whenever I am opening it, because of backend only. So everything, every action when you do in the application, that is Android or web application, that will be with the help of backend only. You got it? I hope you are clear. I was clear to you all. So I will just stop the recording, guys. If anyone having more queries, you can speak up. Not an issue. I will be here to solve you. So that is how I will interact with students every day. So that is how I will